Speaker, under these Liberals, it's the same spending, same ministers, and same painful consequences for Canadians. Except now, we don't know the government's full plan because they refuse to table a budget, something quite new to Canada. Budgets have been presented during wars, economic downturns, and yes, even following elections. We do know that this government has increased spending on consultants by 36%, meaning every Canadian household must pay $1,400 to get gimmicks instead of results. How is this Liberal government asking to spend $500 billion without even a budget?
Minister of Finance.
Mr. Speaker, it's the same old Conservative, but with new slogan, Mr. Speaker. We're just a week in this House, and they're coming back with slogan. On this side of the House, Canadians watching at home know they can trust us, Mr. Speaker, because we promise and we deliver. We promise to be there for Canadians, and the first thing we delivered, Mr. Speaker, was a tax cut for 22 million Canadians. There are people in this riding watching today, and they're going to thank this new Liberal government, Mr. Speaker, to make their life more affordable. But we have even more good news, Mr. Speaker. We're removing the GST on new homes for first-time home buyers up to $1 million, Mr. Speaker. This is
The member for Haliburton, Kawartha Lakes.
Well, Speaker, I don't think asking for a budget on behalf of Canadians is a slogan, and actually something Canada has always had, is a budget. In fact, this government has spent $330,000 just on consultants to rebrand a Crown corporation. The goal of that name change is to get people real excited about high-speed rail from Toronto to Quebec City. People in my area have grown quite tired of waiting decades for this project to become reality. So when will the government actually get shovels in the ground instead of padding the pockets of well-connected Liberal consultants?
Minister of Transport.
I am glad to have the Conservatives finally talking about supporting big nation-building projects. At a time when our economy is being battered by U.S. tariffs, that is exactly what we need. Now is the time to get shovels in the ground. Now is the time to build high-speed rail. Now is the time to build Canada. That is what the Prime Minister will be talking about with premiers in Saskatoon. That is going to be what is in the bill that we will be presenting in this session, and we're going to count on the Conservatives to support that.
After 10 years of Liberal government, Mr. Speaker, many Canadians no longer feel safe in their own communities. Violent crime is up 50%. Gang homicides are up 78%. Gun crime up 116%. The direct result of the revolving door Liberal justice system, or injustice system, I should say, and weak Liberal laws that serve the interest of criminals and not Canadians. So, Mr. Speaker, if this really is a new government, will the Prime Minister repeal Trudeau's old soft-on-crime policies, including Bill C-5 and Bill C-75?
The Minister of Public Safety.
Our plan to keep communities safe will keep drugs, guns, and criminals off our streets. We're committed to hiring 1,000 more CBSA and 1,000 more RCMP officers to secure our border and help keep our streets safe. We're partnering with police services across the country to fight organized crime. We will make it tougher for violent criminals to get bail and impose stricter sentences for repeat violent offenders. We will always be there to protect Canadians.
The member for North Island, Hull River.
Mr. Speaker, the now Minister of Public Safety said during the campaign that there was nothing wrong with the bail system in Canada. He even said it was, quote, quite sound. This despite the deadly spree of murders and other violent attacks committed by those out on bail and frontline officers across the country demanding immediate reform. So does the Prime Minister agree with his Minister of Public Safety that there's no problem with the bail laws in Canada or the frontline officers who are demanding real action now?
Hear, hear.
Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, it's always heartening to see the opposition clip something that's completely out of context, and unfortunately, the Conservative candidate in my riding didn't even show up for the debate. So let me just be clear. Our government was elected on April the 28th with a mandate of ensuring that our communities are safe. That is exactly what we will do. We will work with law enforcement. This morning, I had the opportunity to meet, along with the Minister of State for Labour, members of the CPA, Canadian Police Association, and I look forward to working with law enforcement across this country to make our communities safer, Mr. Speaker.
The member